YouTube, what's going on, man? I know it's been a little bit since your boy uploaded, but I'm gonna be taking the channel in a little bit of a new direction. Just mostly like reactions and I might throw in some 2K actually. I've been enjoying 2K this year, bro. I don't know if y'all been playing 2K. I know a lot of my friends haven't played 2K since like 18 or 19. Yo, this year for 2K is fire if you haven't played it in like 10 years, bro. I'm telling you. All the people that complain about it from year to year probably hate it. But if you haven't played 2K in a little bit, hey, this shit pretty fun, bro. So I'm gonna be uploading some 2K, some reactions. I got a little side channel going too that's doing really well. It's kind of a secret right now, so I'll just keep it a secret for the time being. But actually I'm probably never gonna reveal that channel if I'm being honest. I probably can't. But it is what it is, man. So yeah, I'm kind of done with the gaming content on here, man. Well, not really. We'll see what happens, bro. We'll see where this channel goes. But I'm just doing me for right now. But yeah, man, we got a new little crime reaction to go to. I got to start building up my own brand. Kind of how like I've been watching a lot of DJ Ghost and a lot of Flight Reacts. And those are two that I really like enjoy watching, bro. Cause they're proof that you could just be yourself and appeal to like an older audience. Even though Flight's Flight, bro. If you watch Flight, you already know. But I just need to make content for an older audience, bro. If you're trying to make gaming videos for kids or whatever the case may be, cause that's if you making gaming videos, the primary audience is kids, bro. It don't matter what game you playing. You could be playing Call of Duty 18+ game. It's primarily kids watching that content, bro. And I'm tired of doing that. I need to make videos where I can actually be myself. I could smoke on video now. Like, that's crazy. 2-3 years ago? Hell nah. Anyways, I'm yapping, bro. Let me get into this video.
Help, please. I'm down.
It's a little hot in here too. I'm gonna turn this AC on. I hope y'all hear it.
This girl I was wanted to return to look at. I'm pregnant.
How far along are you?
7 months. She got me on my stomach.
Can you grab a towel or anything you can get in your hands and put it on your wound and press?
I'm bleeding out.
On March 18th, 2015, two pregnant women meet in a Colorado apartment after connecting through a Craigslist ad for maternity clothes. But the encounter turns into a savage ambush, resulting in bloodshed and violence.
Did you have a C-section today?
No, she just came out.
Is there a
Make sure you grab some duck pack if you need to, man. You know we FTC on this side.
The following is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now. At 2:30 p.m., Longmont 911 dispatchers receive a call from a woman struggling to remain conscious.
Green, please.
I can't understand the street.
Green place?
Green, please.
Green place. Green like the color?
Yeah.
Tell me what happened.
Green like the color? Yeah, no, green like the animal, nigga. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
Okay,
Help her. Fuck, ask this dumbass question. She bleeding out.
Please. I'm downstairs.
Okay, who cut you?
This girl I was wanted to return to look at.
What did she cut you with?
A knife. I'm pregnant. She got me on my stomach.
Okay.
I'm afraid.
She cut you in your stomach?
I'm pregnant.
Okay. What is the suspect's name?
I don't remember. I'm bleeding out.
I know you need to stay on the phone with me, okay? I'm getting everybody to you, okay?
With first responders on their way, the dispatcher tries desperately to keep her talking and collect vital information.
I need you to can you grab a towel or anything you can get in your hands and put it on your wound and press? How far along are you?
7 months.
7 months? Okay. Are you alone in the house?
No.
You stay with me. Don't go
Whoever
to
attacked
sleep.
her knew she was pregnant 100% because she's showing at 7
basement.
months.
And are you alone?
Yeah.
Okay.
The fuck?
Lock the door.
The fuck was on the wall?
And are you alone?
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
Alone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Drawings on the walls and shit?
Don't you go to sleep, okay? You stay on the phone with me. Can you tell me, did she have any other weapons besides a knife?
She broke a glass.
She broke a glass? Did she stab you with a
stabbed you
broken
in the
glass
neck?
also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to hurt her. And
You need to think real hard and tell me who it is that did this. Tell me the person's name. Think real hard, okay? Don't go to sleep. Stay with me. Tell me who it is.
I don't know how.
Everybody's on their way, okay?
This is already a terrible watch, bro.
Okay.
This is already a tough ass watch.
You cannot get to it.
Help.
Got everybody coming, okay? You hang with me. Don't hang up. Are they in the house yet?
She's downstairs.
Yeah, they're here.
Okay, I'll let you go.
A trail
that
of
shit gave her
blood
a little
and faint
boost
cries
when
for
she heard
help
the
guide
fucking
officers
help
to the
come, though.
basement of an apartment, where they discover the victim, 26-year-old Michelle Wilkins, lying on a bed and clutching her lower abdomen. Close by, a broken bottle and blood-stained knife hint at a violent encounter. But her assailant, who she knows only as D, is nowhere to be found. Michelle tells officers that she's pregnant, but to their horror, it appears the baby may have been cut from her womb. She also appears to have been stabbed in the neck. They race Michelle in critical condition to Longmont Hospital, where moments earlier another woman had just entered clutching a newborn baby girl, claiming she had just given birth at home. The woman, 34-year-old
What?
Dynell Lane, and her
Wait,
fiancé-
so they're at the same hospital. So you're telling me that this woman attacked this woman. D attacks Michelle, cuts the baby out of her womb, goes to the hospital, the same hospital where the EMS is taking this fucking
stabbed in the
woman.
neck. They race Michelle in critical condition to Longmont Hospital, where moments earlier another woman had just entered clutching a newborn baby
Nigga,
girl,
what the
claiming she had just given birth at home. The woman, 34-year-old
Dude, my heart
Dynell
is
Lane,
bumping.
and her fiancé Dave are
Like-
tended to by hospital staff. But when officers at the crime scene realize they're standing inside Dynell's apartment, investigators move in to question her story.
I have my pants on, so I mean, I felt her.
Who's Dynell?
Out.
And how many babies have you had? 2? I heard you say daughters.
I have 2 daughters.
Okay.
By this point, Dynell's fiancé Dave had left the hospital
so
to
is
pick
that
up
the
Dynell's
girl's
2
real name?
daughters from school
It's not D,
and
it's
wasn't
Dynell?
present in the room.
So you're not sure how far along you were? Can you give a guess?
Honestly, I wish I could give you that answer. I mean, I think the first time I felt her move was in July or August.
Lying ass
Just
bitch.
little fluttered eyes, but
And what are the cuts on your hand?
you know what? I don't know. I didn't even. When I came upstairs and she said that I cut my hand.
Okay. Okay, was anyone with you at
Nigga,
your
what
house
the
today?
fuck am I
No, I've been
watching?
by myself all day.
Okay.
Dynell's hand has several cuts, including one deep gash between her thumb and index finger.
Why don't you let them look at that and get
Get that
you
stitched
don't have
up,
to put the baby
probably.
down, just one hand
You
at a
don't
time,
do
is
that during
okay?
childbirth. That's
Are you bleeding badly?
like
You said you're
you'd
not
have
sure
to
how
you'd
that
have to
happened?
lie your ass
No,
off to get away with that.
Okay. Looks like you may need some stitches, and I'm not even a doctor.
You need some stitches, sweetie. So you don't know how you got these big cuts?
No.
Those are some pretty big cuts.
That's
Given
gonna be
Dynell's claims she just gave birth, an obstetrician enters for a routine
I just
checkup.
gotta watch the
Can I
video,
just
bro.
feel your
I
uterus? I just want to make sure. I'm one of the OB doctors, Dr. Nelson. I just want to make sure.
I don't want to yap too much because it's still developing, but like,
Bleeding, okay?
I don't want to.
nigga, what?
You have to let it go.
Sorry, what time did you have the baby?
I'm sorry. I don't remember what time it was.
This don't all kind of seem weird to y'all.
I would start an IV or
Like to the staff, they're like,
Once she
maybe we should get like a
declines the
caseworker
exam,
down here, like
investigators
maybe
waste
some police
no time
officers
confronting
to do a little
Dynell with what
further
they know.
digging. Like,
Dynell, I've got a problem.
She got-
There's a young girl in the apartment, and she was cut. Because we've got officers there right now.
At my house?
Yes. Do you know how that happened?
I don't. There wasn't anybody there when I left. It
Okay.
was just me and my husband when we left.
Okay.
Any chance that your girls were there?
So that was her apartment with all the drawings on the wall and shit then. Just so we're clear.
You don't know anything about the woman that was in your apartment? No, I don't. Okay. There wasn't anybody there.
Police on scene locate Michelle's phone, the screen cracked and splattered with blood. Text messages exchanged between the two women suggest Michelle was planning to meet her to pick up clothes and arrived at her home around 11:51 a.m.
Well, unfortunately, I'm trying to figure some things out.
Yeah, because at this point, it's gotta be.
And I'm going to need some help to do it. Okay? But I'm going to tell you right now, things just aren't adding up.
Yeah?
Because the young woman in your apartment has been injured very badly. Okay? I asked if you had any visitors today because we got a call to your apartment. When we got to your apartment, we found a young lady who had been cut open. Okay? She had a baby. Okay. In her stomach that had been cut out. Okay, that woman was transferred here, and she arrived here probably a few minutes after you did by ambulance.
Hospital staff met with Michelle's boyfriend, providing him with an update on her current condition.
That is an insane. So now that they pieced it together,
we've got where they just finished up the operating
how
room.
the staff must be traumatized for one.
Okay. Which means they've got her, they found a way to get the bleeding stopped.
And what role does the boyfriend play in all this? Was he there?
What they had to fix and everything like that.
He has to have known his girlfriend wasn't pregnant.
She likely will still have the breathing tube in that I put in and be breathing.
Very confused by all this.
Just because she's so sick. Okay. She lost a lot of blood.
Can I see her?
He's here. I know they're going to get her. She's going to go from the operating room.
Oh, that's Michelle's boyfriend.
ICU, so it's going to be a little bit to get her.
Okay, so that's the victim's boyfriend.
But I think
what about the man that D came with?
What happened?
That's what he's got her.
Well, she just physically assaulted.
No.
She was also sick. Yeah.
Was she like sexually assaulted?
Oh, that I don't know.
By this point, the authorities were still piecing together the details themselves. However, the circumstances were enough to suspect the infant belonged to
I could get into that, but he's probably in shock. I'm just going to let that one slide.
From Dynel and kept under police watch.
This, yeah. This nigga. What is your role in all this? Because if this is your girlfriend, you got to know she ain't pregnant.
Separated from Dynel and kept under police watch.
Is your wife or you friend? How long have you been dating?
Well, we've been friends for like 8 years. And in August at a friend's wedding, we hooked up. He was living in North Carolina at the time, and we talked about it. And decided to try raising everything together.
Are y'all advertising to sell anything online?
Got a Pokemon badge?
We were looking for various furniture.
Yes? What am I looking at?
Decorating to do.
Right.
And she has been doing Craigslist stuff.
With Michelle on a breathing tube and unable to answer questions, investigators turn to Dynel for answers. Despite the growing evidence against her, Dynel continues to claim that the baby she brought to the hospital is her own.
Is there anything truthful right now you want to tell me, Dynel?
She's got to be mentally fucked up.
I really wish I did. Just
because the drawing on the walls and shit.
When were you due? What's your due date?
We haven't been able to go to the doctor. It's been...
Now, I'm a 27-year-old man, right? I don't know everything there is to know about childbirth, doctor visits, checkups, meetings, emails, whatever the case may be. If there's any women watching this video that could actually comment and tell me how far along in the process can doctors tell like your due date and shit like that? Is it even possible for you to make it? Like I'm sure there's cases like, and I've heard of that too, like of people giving birth and they didn't know they were pregnant. I've heard of that happening, but like there's too much I don't know. I got so many questions and no answers. Let me just shut up and play the video.
You have an approximate time?
Let me just shut up.
Like what month?
I wish I could tell you.
I wish I knew. I wish I knew what to even
regular
ask.
Delivery.
No, she came out.
There's so much shit going on. I don't even know where to start.
Vaginal?
Yeah.
Okay. But that was at your house?
And they'll be able to look down there and tell that that's a lie. For one, I'm not gonna lie. Is that legal?
Pretty quick event.
I mean, I walked up the stairs. I think I was halfway up the top stairs when she came out.
Was your husband home at the time, or?
He was on his way home, and he walked in the door. I don't know.
Back at the apartment, Dave pulled up in a silver sedan, only to find a strong police presence. Officers noted Dave had a large blood smear on the back of his right hand and spots of blood on his clothes. He told officers he arrived home at around 2:15 p.m. to take Dynel to a prenatal checkup. According to his statement, he explained he made it to the last basement step before Dynel appeared covered in blood, stating she had just given birth. After finding the baby upstairs in the bathtub, he raced the two to the hospital, never knowing he was one step away from the horrors police would soon find in the basement.
So
Back at the hospital, investigators discussed
didn't know
the situation
about
out
any
of
of this.
Dynel's earshot.
I knew things didn't add up when she said she felt the baby last July.
She's got pictures on Facebook. They're saying she's pregnant last March. Like a year ago, March, right?
Dynel's Facebook page, which lists her as an assistant manager at Once Upon a Child, contains several photos of Dynel, who appears pregnant as early as March of 2014. Official photos of Dynel lists her as an assistant manager at Once Upon a Child.
Y'all don't know me, bro. Once Upon a Child. What do they do? We buy and sell gently used kids' clothing store. Oh, okay, it's a baby store. Okay. So I tell you, bro, I don't know shit about childbirth. None of that shit.
Contains several photos of Dynel, who appears pregnant
don't wish that
as
on
early
me,
as
y'all,
March
please.
of 2014. Officers also found registries on the bump and pregnancy corner stating her due
So
date
she
in
worked at a
November.
baby store.
Based on this information, officers conclude she
Assistant
would have a 4
manager,
or
so
5
she's
month-old
thriving in
baby
the
by
store.
now.
So you know that the blood tests
Been there
are
for a
really
little
going to
bit.
confirm or deny exactly what's going on.
She got baby drawings
And
on
if there
the
is something, like I said, there's
walls,
something strange
crudely
right
drawn
now is the
animals
best
and
time
shit
to
on the
admit to what
walls.
may have happened before
She
the test come
cut
back,
the
because
baby
if
out
that
of a
happens,
pregnant woman's
it's probably gonna
stomach.
look a little bad, a little more worse for you, you know.
And she was.
Is there a probability that the DNA, the baby, won't match you?
No, she's mine.
However, Michelle is still unconscious and fitted with a breathing tube. Whether investigators will hear her side of the story depends entirely on her survival. The detective makes it clear to Dynel where the investigation stands at this point.
I just spoke
Bro,
with
I
Nick.
got a
You don't
little
care
snack
if
and
you
I
just
want to
had a
eat it
baby.
out of
You have a
nervousness.
large
Like
cut on your hand that you can't explain. And we have a lot of stuff that went on over at your house that we can't explain. I don't believe that's your baby. And I need to find that out.
As a DNA test threatens to bring the truth to light, Dynel braces to tell her story. However, what she reveals is nowhere near what anyone expected to hear.
I put an ad on Craigslist for some maternity clothes that I had that don't fit because I've gotten a lot bigger and they just didn't fit.
The ad offered the items for free. Dynel explained that Michelle was one of many who responded and that she came to the house this morning to pick them up.
And we stood there and we talked about
So she was gonna take clothes from the store, baby clothes, and give them away for free so she could find either a woman with a baby that was already born or a pregnant woman and take it for her own? Is that... Am I piecing that up? Like...
And we talked about just anything. I mean, I don't know. I don't really get to talk to anybody during the day, so it was kind of nice to talk to somebody. And then the doorbell rang.
Dynel explains that the mailman arrived with a package containing essential oils that she was planning to sell, which she opened with a knife. Afterward, she showed Michelle some baby clothes, but Michelle wasn't interested.
I asked her, I said, I have an extra baby bath thing. I said, do you need one? And she said, let me look at it first. She said she didn't want it. And I was like, okay, well, she's like, well, I need to go. I was like, okay. So I turned around and before I knew it, she had, I think it was a knife that I had opened my box with that had been sitting on the counter. That's, I think, how I cut my hand. But she came at me and I just kind of reacted, and then we ended up in my daughter's room, and she just kept trying to hit me. And
that's the drawing I'm talking about. If y'all didn't see that shit before, what the fuck is this? This is in her house. Red flag. Red flag. It's got sharp teeth and it's either drool or blood coming from his mouth. Red flag. Red flag. Red flag. Red flag. As soon as I saw this shit, flag on the play, nigga. Like, what?
I asked her, I was like, what are you doing? I'm like, stop. And I mean, defending
Not for
myself.
nothing. Kind of looking at it now. Some of these angles are kind of good, though. Kind of draw better than me. Like, if you actually kind of look at it, like, yeah, it's a crude drawing, but like, actually, not even that bad.
I was
even
grasping at her, and she was grasping at me. And
my fault. I thought we was being honest. My fault.
I finally had gotten to the point where I had her down, and I'm like, just stop. And she was just flailing, but she wouldn't stop. Like, and it just seemed like every time I would kind of get leverage, it would she would come at me again. She kept trying to punch me, and she was like trying to bite me.
Okay, so how did she end up in the condition she's in now?
That officers observed injuries to Michelle's neck, which had not been visible when she was first found. It appeared as though Michelle had been severely strangled.
It was a struggle. It was a big struggle, and I was yelling. I was trying to maybe get my neighbors to hear me, and I was trying to grab her phone, but she, I think, had a lock on it.
She didn't say none of this shit when she came in.
I was like, I need to call.
I asked her 10 times what happened. She said, I don't know.
I don't know. She wouldn't stop.
I didn't see it.
Okay.
Was she saying anything to you?
I don't remember. I don't think so. She wouldn't stop.
Do you have any other injuries on your person besides your hand? Yeah. Why do you think your hand is so swollen? Did you hit something, or?
I think I hit her back, and I'm not sure if I hit her or the wall when I was laying on the bed and she was over me, and she was trying to hit me, but
I just realized too, this shit don't even got no body cam footage. We just listening to the story again.
Over, and I was on her.
Dinell goes on to reveal the horrifying decision that followed.
After she stopped moving, I got scared, and I started thinking about the baby. I thought I killed her. I was like, I killed this woman. They always tell you not to do things by yourself on Craigslist, but I didn't. It was a pregnant woman. I didn't think anything of it. I thought I killed her, and I didn't want the baby to die too. I'm not this kind of person. I don't do stuff like this. Like, I didn't know what to do.
We're not judging you, Danielle.
I know. I'm judging myself. What do you do in a situation like that? Like, I reacted. I got the knife that she had, and I tried to get the baby out.
Okay, is that the baby that's in the other room?
That's her baby.
Okay.
She's not mine. She's not mine.
Okay.
Following the critical admission that the child was not in fact her own, she reveals what happened next.
The girl was moaning. She was crying. No, she wasn't crying. She was just making, like, breathing sounds. And I got scared.
Okay. Where'd you put the baby when you took the baby upstairs?
In the bathtub. It was empty. I just sat her in there.
Okay. Okay, so she was moaning and making some noise.
I know I should have said something then, but I didn't. I just got scared. I just left her there.
Okay, and when your husband came in, what happened?
Oh, the baby was in the bathtub.
Whose baby did he think it was?
I need her to survive.
Are you pregnant?
And hear her side of the story.
You've been pregnant?
I wanted to tell him so bad. I was pregnant.
When were you pregnant?
Downtown April 1st last year.
Okay.
But it was his first baby, and I never thought I could have another one after I lost my son.
Dinell shares that her son passed away 12 years ago.
I was gonna say, and I didn't want to just jump out and assume it, bro. Because I know, like, has she mentioned, like, no one's had to take care of any kids this whole video. I don't know. I picked up on that, bro. The
details of which
mental
will
part.
later come to light.
My girls have been through so much. I wanted to just another lost baby. I felt like it was my fault. I didn't go to the doctor.
She just wanted a baby.
I tell him that I lost a baby.
That was your plan?
No. I was going to tell him so many times, and he'd ask me, you know, what was going on, and everybody was confused.
And that's all assuming this is the truth.
Confused about.
This other girl could wake up and tell a completely different
Detectives
story.
began speaking with people close to Dynel to get more information about her pregnancy
This
and
is
behavior leading up to the attack. One friend mentioned seeing her on the 4th of July weekend, 9 months before the attack.
And did she look pregnant?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. She had like the little belly. She had like just a little baby bump that was taken in June.
Investigators also spoke with Dynel's 2 teenage daughters, who at this point knew very little about the unfolding situation.
When was she due, you know? She was due first in December, and we moved it to November, and then she was back again. Could you tell that your mom was getting bigger and the baby was ready to come or anything? Not really. She was kind of slow for being pregnant. Mom said she's going to have a little boy named James.
Dynel's family hosted a baby shower for little James in September of 2014, when Dynel would have been 7 or 8 months pregnant. The jungle-themed party featured a cake reading, "Welcome, James."
Was she pretty excited? Yeah. How about David? Was he excited? This was his first time. This was his first time being a father, so he was really excited.
But the excitement began to wane after Dynel's due date came and went. Still, she kept up the facade, telling her friend pregnancy has been such a nightmare, blaming doctors for incorrect due dates. In several messages to one woman, Dynel claimed to have already had the baby, stating it was a natural birth. Several photos of a baby boy were found on her cell phone, but investigators traced the image to a public website. However, by March 2015, nearly 4 months after she was supposed to give birth, she still appeared pregnant to Dave.
She just wouldn't tell me anything, and then she kept saying
This poor man was in the fucking dark.
We're ready to go, and then something would happen, and we wouldn't go. I was frustrated because I didn't know what was going on with the pregnancy. I thought there might have been something wrong with the baby or something wrong with her, and she wasn't telling me.
I'm not gonna lie, we're pretty far into this video and we still haven't heard from the other girl. I'm kind of scared she ain't make it, bro.
You know, where can we go? Let's go to the emergency room right now.
They would spend a lot of time diving into her side of the story.
Years, he's been trying to get her to a doctor,
And she hasn't said shit yet.
and it was like a time.
I'm not gonna lie, it's looking bad.
Something would happen.
Dave describes one instance where he finally went with her to an appointment, but it didn't go as expected.
Yeah, and she didn't even sign and didn't even do anything. We're just sitting in this waiting room like fools, you know, and people are looking at us like, you know, people are going in and going out, and we're just sitting there.
Did that happen a lot? Or?
It happened quite a few times. It happened at the salute place up here at least 3 times. There was
at that point you gotta make an appointment yourself, and
they were like, we don't even know who you are. You're not our sister.
I mean, once you're just sitting there, what caused?
She would get upset. She'd be like, "Oh, we're not going to be seen. They don't want to help us." Well, and we'd throw a fit, and then we'd leave. She'd be like, "I'm done with this. Let's go."
After they left the appointment, Dynel returned the same night, but this time she went alone.
And they came back and showed me the wristband from the emergency room so that she could prove to me that she went. Yeah. And then she had a recording of a heartbeat on the phone, and she was like, "This is our son's heartbeat." And told me he was 128 beats a minute. This is it. And I listened to that.
Is that normal for a baby? That's a lot.
Yeah, like,
what's going on?
Yeah, you know, one thing
Again, I don't know these things.
You know, if she was ever pregnant at any point in the last year.
The answer to Dave's question may remain unanswered, and a shocking revelation from one of her friends only deepens the mystery.
Did you ever know her to have any other miscarriages?
No. Like, after all this has happened, like, I feel like we put a lot on her. Like, and maybe it's just a friend feeling guilty, but, like, we made this baby to be, like, the miracle baby because she couldn't have the kids. You know what I mean? Like, died, like she wanted another one and she couldn't, like she was fixed.
You knew she had that, she was fixed?
Mm-hmm.
One of her 2 ex-husbands, Chris, also shared this claim with investigators.
Did you guys ever talk about having
Also,
kids?
referring to a grown woman getting her tubes tied as fixed is insane. I don't know if that's common. I would never say that about my wife.
She
That's
told me
OD.
that her tubes were tied. So
she told you right off the bat?
Yeah, like, well, a couple weeks in or whatever,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, but...
After you were married or when you were...
just still dating.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and she told me about her son that she lost with her previous ex-husband and everything.
Jason, her first ex-husband and the father of her 2 daughters, shared what happened to their son and how the loss impacted Dynel.
He drowned in a pond.
No
It was
shit.
at their grandparents' house, and she just lost track of him, and he wandered out to the back. And
Who, Dynel lost track of him?
Yeah.
Okay. And
she was there with them. I was out picking up a swing set with her dad.
Okay.
And she lost track of him, and he wandered out into the backyard pond and fell in there. And she found him, tried to do CPR.
Okay.
But we ended up losing him. He was 18 months old.
How'd Dynel take that?
She took it hard.
Took it hard.
She took it hard. I tried to be as supportive as I could during that time, but you know, that's a mother losing.
I feel bad in that regard. I feel terrible for her though. Like that would fuck anybody up mentally, realistically.
I mean, we ended up divorced.
In her interview with investigators, Dynel admitted to having the procedure.
Girl stabbed me to get my tubes tight because he didn't want any more children. And it was a few months after that my son died.
The weirdest thing was she said it sucked that like her tubes were tied because we would have such a cute baby, and that was about it. But after we broke up, I know she like told my one friend Selena that she had a miscarriage while we were together, and I was like, how is that even possible? Like her tubes were tied. So
how long did you know her before then, before you got married?
Maybe like 4 months. It was kind of a stupid, just real quick. We thought we were in love. Yeah.
So
love is blind.
Yeah.
That was the best of us.
Did she ever get her tubes tied?
I'm glad it didn't work out.
Jason explains he learned about what happened when his daughter posted about it on Facebook, leaving him concerned with how much the girls know regarding the situation with their mother.
You know, I don't know how much they know now. I would guess they know a fair amount.
Yeah.
Based on just all the media coverage, a lot of it's out in the press. Some of it, like I said, is not totally accurate. Some of it's more accurate. The general story, everyone knows the general story.
She did show up in the hospital though.
Dynel?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was contacted at the hospital.
All right, and then the other story, part of the story that I want to confirm is she actually did remove the fetus from the mother?
That's what it looks like.
During questioning, investigators didn't disclose what happened to either teenager. The oldest was understandably confused, having just returned from school to find police at her house.
I want to know what's going on. Why was the house blocked? Right. It's not your expectation. Mom said she has a baby and now the house is blocked.
It's clear the experience left a deep mark as Dynel's oldest daughter struggled to hold back tears in the interview room. The youngest was left confused, writing in a statement, "This whole thing is pretty weird. I just wish I knew what is happening. I just want to go home and have a normal life again." In addition to speaking with family and friends, investigators attempted to get information from Dynel's co-workers at Once Upon a Child, but the manager confirmed she's never been employed with any of their stores.
Never had anything like this ever happen to me. I've never, even in school, I never hit anyone. Why would somebody do that to you? I mean, I just don't understand. Like, I know it looks so much worse on my part because I had to defend myself. And then if I did something really bad, I need to go to jail. I've always been that person. I thought about that for everybody else, and I never thought it would ever have to be me. But
well, what should happen to the other lady? You think?
I don't know.
Do you think she's a guilty person for what happened, or is she more of an innocent person?
I don't know.
Can I ask you a question? You described it one way. I'm just going to play devil's advocate for a minute, okay?
Let me hear what you got to say.
Could you have possibly felt the need to have a child, and because of such, you went after her?
No, I didn't. Honestly, I've been wanting to tell my husband that I wasn't pregnant for quite a while. It was just kind of trying to find the words to tell him.
So why would you? Is your baby upstairs?
And it was just kind of like a moment's reaction.
First
and I
video,
didn't know
the
what to
first
do.
reaction video I'm
Dave would
uploading
later
to this
reveal an
channel too.
important
This is
detail to police that
insane.
may shed light on Dynell's decision. For now, Dynell finally asks about Michelle's condition.
You know what happened to her.
So I do know she's out of surgery, whether it be stitched up or I don't know how bad she was and things like that.
Is she alive?
Yes, she's
alive. Oh.
Well, last that I know.
I'm glad she's okay. I hope she's okay.
Against all odds, Michelle survived the brutal attack. Nearly 2 weeks later, still recovering from her injuries, she sat down with detectives to deliver an emotional account of the horrors she endured in that basement on March 18th.
Can tell which
Oh, she recovered?
The horrors shivering from her odds, Michelle.
I'm glad
She survived.
okay. I hope she's okay.
Against all odds, Michelle survived the brutal attack. Nearly 2 weeks later, still recovering from her injuries, she sat down with detectives to deliver an emotional account of the horrors she endured in that basement on March 18th.
Can tell which rooms are for the suspects and which are for the...
Holy shit.
My suspects in this room.
Really?
I've never been more glad to be wrong.
It worked.
I need to know what the fuck happened.
I don't know, it's so unreal. Had a lot of vivid dreams. And I just woke up a lot last night. It's like some nights I sleep.
Did
all
her
the way
baby
through,
survive?
and then wake up a lot.
Working through that. It's going to take time. It's not one of those things you get over right away. You'll probably never get over it. You'll get through it.
I had, I had a panic attack afterwards, and like really late at night, and like scared the crap out of me. So,
how's he doing?
It's hard to say because, like a lot of his energy is dedicated towards like helping me in a lot of ways, but it's like, I really want him to come to therapy because it's like both of us. This happened to both of us.
Michelle begins by explaining what happened when she first arrived at Dynell's apartment.
So when I got there, I didn't really have anything to do. There wasn't a rush, and she talked about how like kind of lonely she was because her daughters would get home from school and didn't want to hang out, and her husband
she referred to him as husband a lot.
Okay. Yeah, so her husband would like go to the gym right after he got home work really late. So she kind of like, it sounded lonely, and like every time I was kind of like, oh, well, I'm gonna go do this, and she would just keep talking. So I was just like, maybe she's just like that, she's just lonely.
When you're talking, did she say she was pregnant? Or
yeah, she said it was due any day now, and she like had a belly. I thought she looked really small. Like when I saw her, I thought, man, she's skinny to be like over 9 months pregnant. She said it was due like March 3rd, and that was late, so it was supposed to come any time. She was asking me like if I needed anything, and I said like that we pretty much had it. All we needed was a crib.
When you talked about having a girl, do you remember what she said?
I just remember her kind of like saying nice things about having girls. She's had 2, and I think she started talking about her girls and how much like I think she said something.
It's hard to believe that's the same person.
Like girls better, that it was like
you cut the baby out of her.
Saying positive things about girls,
like,
but I don't remember
what
like
the fuck?
specifically what she said.
Okay. When you guys were talking, were you down in the entryway? Were you upstairs?
Sure, upstairs, like standing.
In a way, that's not the same person.
We had gone through the clothes, and she like took out stuff she thought would be too big for me, and then put it all in a plastic bag.
Things took a dark turn when Michelle made the decision to leave.
But actually, I just started walking towards the door, and that's when the door was open. I just feel like such an idiot for not leaving then.
Don't beat yourself up over it.
Right there. You're right at the door. She actually closed it in front of me and said, oh, I think I have some stuff for you downstairs. She reached over in front of me and closed the door. Let me show you some stuff downstairs. And I think I have some girl clothes.
She followed Dynell into the basement, unaware that she would soon
I'm
be
not
fighting.
gonna lie, you never expecting someone to just kill you, obviously. But if you're in a stranger's house, right, and again, I'm not victim blaming, but let's just use some common sense here. If you're in a victim's house, door wide open, you're like, all right, man, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Appreciate it, but I gotta go. I gotta go do some things. And you're walking out the door, and they step in front of you, shut the door, be like, actually, follow me into the basement. I got some stuff for you. You feel me? It don't take Scooby-Doo to figure that one out. I'm out of there, bro. At that point, I don't want you to be a threat, but if you are gonna be one, then it's gonna be like that, because I gotta get out this house now. So I have no idea. Again, I don't want to victim blame her, but that's kind of your fault. Like, that's kind of on you. You gotta, that's a huge red flag, bro. Like, you gotta dip. You gotta dip after that.
She actually like went.
I'm sorry, bro. That's
do some stuff to find
again. You're not expecting her to be a crazy mass killer. I get that. You just want to see the decency in a woman. You think she's pregnant, she's about to give birth, all this extra shit. But that is like, hey, come in my basement. I might just snuff you right then and there and just fucking run. Like,
so I just started like walking out. But it's really nice.
And then she did like the most savage and brutal shit physically possible.
This is when Michelle
after that.
attempted to leave for a second time.
So you went back toward the stairs and she was still behind you?
Yeah.
Do you remember where you were standing when she first hit you in the chest?
She hit me from behind.
She hit
was
from behind. Okay.
And I asked her, I thought it's like there's like a spider on me or something, because she hit me like really hard with the flat of her palm as I was going up the stairs.
Okay.
And that's when I was like, did I have a spider on me? And she said, I think I got it. And she like pulled my sweater and like swung me around facing the other direction and like started lifting up my sweater like really roughly, like, and I was like, what the hell is on my back, you know? And I was just like, turned around and was like, hey, you know, like, what are you doing? And she was like, you hit me, like, this is my house, like, what are you doing? And I was just like, thank you for the baby clothes, like, I don't want to hurt you, like, I just want to leave. And that's when she started, like, saying that she wanted to call the cops and trying to, like, shove me into the bathroom.
And you didn't get into the bathroom at all?
No, I was like, that's when I kind of, like, resisted with my body and was like, I mean, the whole situation was just bizarre. Like, I didn't do anything, you know, I just wanted to leave.
Michelle's story is corroborated by what she told dispatchers in her 911 call as she struggled to maintain consciousness following the attack.
Were you having a fight?
I was leaving.
You were just trying to leave?
While Michelle's recollection is fuzzy after that, evidence indicates she was strangled and bashed over the head with a glass lava lamp. During her first hospital interview, she recalled Dynel saying, "If you love me, you'll let me do this," before stabbing her in the neck with a broken edge of the lava lamp. Then, Michelle lost consciousness. It was after this that Dynel took a knife and began performing a procedure known as a cesarean section. A doctor who examined Michelle's wound at the hospital told investigators it was well performed, and to achieve the level of accuracy, one would have to have researched the procedure. While no such research was found on her phone or laptop, it's worth mentioning that Dynel was a former certified nursing assistant. Blood smeared on the washer and dryer,
but
as well as glass
perfectly
shards found
perform a
inside the washing
C-section and
machine,
doctors
indicated
look at it and
Dynel
go,
attempted to clean up
damn,
the
nigga,
crime
that's pretty
scene
good.
before her fiance Dave
That's
arrived
probably
home
why she
unexpectedly.
survived.
According to his written statement,
If it was
Dynel
crudely
called him
done,
to
she
see
would
if
have
he'd
died.
left work yet and asked him to go run an errand at her daughter's school. She sounded out of
I got
breath,
y'all. I'm gonna
so
get the
he
eye
made the
contact
decision to
figured
go
out,
home
bro.
and check on her, only to
I got
find
y'all.
her
I see
covered
y'all.
in blood, claiming to have just given birth at home. They left for the hospital, which provided Michelle the opportunity to call for help.
Ready to be done?
Okay.
It's hard to get over.
I mean,
It's like the one thing I kept asking, like the whole time it was happening, it was just like, why?
Investigators learned that Dave's suspicions had reached a breaking point. Dave confided in a friend who shared his concerns with his wife, Kimberly. She then posted the information to a Facebook group, stating that Dinell's whole pregnancy has been sketchy, adding that she's several months overdue and refusing to go to the doctor. The post caught the attention of a bereavement doula named Elizabeth, who stated this is a red flag, adding
I've been saying that
if
for
she's
30 minutes,
desperate,
nigga.
she may do the unmentionable and harm the mother and take the baby. Iwu reached out to Elizabeth, who told us she was kicked out of the Facebook group for suggesting this outcome was a possibility. 1 month following the Facebook post, Dinell told a friend she wanted to meet her roommate who was pregnant and stopped by their house. However, the roommate wasn't home. It's unclear if she'd been actively searching for a victim at the time. However, one thing was certain: Dinell's time was running out. She messaged a friend on Facebook in late February, revealing that Dave was ready to call it quits.
I gave her an ultimatum. I was like, by the 1st of March, I want to go to a doctor's appointment with you. And if that doesn't happen, then I don't know if I can do this anymore.
In a series of text messages between Dave and a man named John, he writes, "She's been lying to me. She has an appointment, and if I don't go to this one and find out what the hell is going on, she's gone." The appointment, which her daughter believed was to induce labor, was set for March 16th, but was missed and rescheduled for the afternoon of March 18th. That morning, Dinell lured Michelle to her home, viciously attacked her, and stole her baby. She then brought the premature baby girl to the hospital, but the infant did not survive. Michelle and her boyfriend were briefly reunited with their daughter, who weighed just over 3 pounds, and named her Aurora. 34-year-old Dinell Lane was charged with multiple counts, including first-degree attempted murder, 2 counts of first-degree assault with a deadly weapon causing serious bodily injury, 2 counts of second-degree assault causing injury with a deadly weapon, and unlawful termination of pregnancy in the first degree. She entered a plea of not guilty, but was ultimately found guilty of all charges at her trial in February 2016 and sentenced to 100 years in prison. She's currently serving her sentence at the Denver Women's Correctional Facility in Colorado. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering—
What the fuck? Ow. I mean, it was very unlikely that the baby was gonna survive. I get that, but like, I was definitely hoping for a miracle, bro. She deserved it after that, cause that was insane, bro. I don't even know what to say. That was OD. But that's the first reaction video I'm putting up on the channel, man. That was OD. I don't even know what to say. That was way longer than I thought it was gonna be, but hey, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one, man.